Hey, what's up, guys? This is Nurse Cat. Welcome to my channel. I just want to thank my subscribers right now for commenting, for sharing, for subscribing. I'm glad that I was able to share information to you guys, and salamat po sa pagtangkilik ninyo and pag-share nyo po sa vlogs na pinopost ko. So today, we are going to talk about salary, no? Ayusin ko lang, upuan ko para makita niyo ako ng maayos. So, we are going to talk about salary, no? So, sa salary, marami akong marami akong subscribers na nagtatanong, nagko-comment sila, "Ma'am, tama ba 'tong okay lang ba 'tong salary offer na sa akin? Ganito ang experience ko." Or, "I'm a family of 4, ganito ang salary na inoffer sa akin, kaya ba 'to?" Um, Lagi kong sagot, hindi ko alam. Ano? Hindi ko alam kung sasapat ba yan or hindi. So, the question probably would be is, the best question would, let me paraphrase the question. Siguro it would be best if you would ask me, siguro na, I was offered like this, um, is this fair for someone who has 10 years nursing experience? If that would be the question, I would say I would like you to go to FLC Data Center, which I'm going to link below, and check for the state. You have to check for the county where the facility is located at, and then look for the profession. And kung makikita nyo doon, registered nurse, you will see the leveling. Level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. Depends on your experience. And if you feel that the salary offer that has been given to you is not enough based on your nursing experience, you can always negotiate. And send email that you said that I feel like this is not enough. Would you uh, the salary offer is not enough, so baka pwede nyo pang i-negotiate yun. Sometimes nagkakaroon kayo ng negotiating power if you have enough nursing experience. Apart from that, if you know that you did well during your interview with the employer, or during your interview with the nursing manager, and you feel that tumatak kayo sa nursing interview, ano, magkakaroon kayo ng negotiating power doon. Kasi if I would ba, say for instance, if you put yourself into a nurse manager who's trying to interview um, a nurse na magjo-join sa team niya, syempre, hahanapin ko yung may potential na tutulong sa team ko. And it's gonna depends on how you do on your nursing interview. During the employer interview, if you resonate with them, and then they will try na habulin yung salary offer. Pero wala namang masama kapag magsabi ka na kaya mo pang i-negotiate into a higher salary yung offer, yung in-offer sa'yo. Pag sinabi nilang, wala, hanggang dito na kami, then you may need to decide. So what are the deciding factors before you sign a contract? Gumawa na ako ng vlog nito, I believe, before signing a contract. Nasabi ko, I'm gonna link it again, okay? But the point is, when you sign a contract, you don't only base it with the salary. If you ask me about if this salary is fair enough, then you can just go to FLC Data Center. No. Also, salary is not only the deciding factor. You will also have to consider the situation of the facility. if the load, the workload, the area, the culture in the unit, the facility location itself, how much is the cost of living? Because the cost of living in Wake County would be different from the cost of living in Cumberland County. So Wake County and Cumberland County are both in North Carolina. So the cost of living in Winston-Salem would be different with the cost of living in Charlotte when it comes to apartment. So there will be a big difference. Depends sa facility kung saan kayo ma-assign. Okay? Also, when it comes to utilities, pwedeng magkaiba din. So I'm gonna give you a list of your our normal expenses here in the US. Number one is the apartment cost. Second will be the utilities. Utilities will include electricity, water, trash compactor, phone bill, and your internet. Okay? Your car loans monthly and your car insurance. So your car loan, this is something that modifiable. When I say modifiable, it can be modified depends on the make and model of the car or SUV that you will be purchasing. Okay. If it's brand new or not, it's modifiable. Kung magda-down payment ka ba or babayaran, kung babayaran mo siya ng buo, di mas maganda. Pero magda-down payment ka, magkano naman ang interest ng loan? So, I would say modifiable because you still have the capacity to pick a car that would suit your budget. If it goes beyond your budget, and then you're gonna be in trouble. It would mean that you really have to get probably an extra shift just to pay all your bills. Alam niyo yun. So, you have to do the math when you get your contract. Ito yung contract niyo, naka-PDF na ganyan. Upo ka, 2 oras, 1, 2 oras, Google mo lahat. Magkano ba ang apartment complex? Magkano ba ang 1, 2 bedroom apartment? Magkano ba ang normal na utilities? Okay. For the electricity, for me, utilities for myself, water, electricity, and phone, would, nagbabudget ako ng $200 dyan. Okay. So, that's already more than enough, actually. Nasaan na tayo? So, expenses is apartment, utilities, car loan, and your car insurance. Another one is your groceries. Okay? So, magkano ba ang budget mo sa grocery? So, magkakaiba yan. So, dito sa Amerika, madami tayong grocery stores dito. One of the cheapest grocery store is Aldi. Aldi, ALDI. I would suggest if you are already in the US on that facility, shop on different grocery stores in your location. And then makikita mo yung comparison kung magkano ang mga bilihin doon. Okay? So, the price of produce in Walmart is different from the price of produce in Target. But the quality of household goods or household paano ba ito? mga gamit, household sa Walmart is different from the quality ng sa Target. So, depende pa rin sa budget nyo. Ano nyo. So, try to go to different groceries around your around where you are located para makita nyo kung saan kayo mas makakamura. Okay? Ah, yung iba kapag if you're in a family minsan kumukuha sila ng membership sa Costco, sa Sam's, or sa BJ's. Um, para sa single, it's not wise to get membership minsan. Kasi pagdating mo sa Costco kung ano-ano napupulot mong mga groceries. So, for your groceries, you have to have your budget as well. Depends on magkano yung magiging income mo. And the other one is subscriptions. If you have Netflix subscription, Spotify subscription, or kung ano-ano pang mga subscription nyo dyan, you will also have to include that on your monthly expenses. Me, I have NCNA and ANA membership that I have subscription on monthly, which I pay like $27 per month. So, it depends kung gusto nyo mag-subscribe sa membership or not. Okay. So, yun yung mga expenses. So, you do the math. Check apartment complex, utilities, sabi ni nurse kat nasa 200. Sige. Since I'm in a family, mag-budget ako ng 250. Like, hypothetical lang. Car, insurance, car loans, grocery subscriptions. Do the math. And lagay mo din kung magkano yung ipapadala mo sa Pilipinas, magkano yung ilalagay mo na fund mo, yung para sa'yo, naman. Kano yung magiging savings mo, and then i-check nyo din yung magkano yung health insurances, mga ganun ba. So, the big factor dito talaga, gusto ko lang i-share sa inyo, is yung pag-loan nyo ng sasakyan. Malaking purchase ang pagbili ng sasakyan. At as much as possible, I'm not recommending you to take loans from AIS kasi malaki yung interest nila. As much as possible, pagdating nyo dito, Uber muna sa first few months, and then hanggang sa makakita kayo ng good deal na sasakyan. Hindi naman kailangan na sobrang gara ng sasakyan mo kung hindi mo naman ginagamit. O, di ba? Wala din. Kasi nagde-depreciate po talaga ang sasakyan. Me, if I would only turn back time, I should have purchased a second-hand car na yung nakita ko sa CarMax nung umikot kami. Na-discourage lang talaga ako dun sa sasakyan na yun kasi amoy sigarilyo sa loob. Sabi ko sayang. Ito na sana binili ko. Nakatipid sana siguro ako ng 5,000. Okay. It's the cost of that car out of the out of out of the door cost, lahat-lahat na $17,000. But I purchased a brand new, which cost 24,500. That's a Toyota Corolla. Which is, I'm glad naman. More than 2 years na siya, pero more than 12,000 miles pa lang ako as we speak. So you have to make use of it, It's easy to purchase items when you come here in the US. But the thing is, wag mong taasan yung cost of living mo ay yung lifestyle mo. Huwag kang magkaroon ng tawag nila doon, lifestyle inflation. Nagkakaroon kasi tayo ng lifestyle inflation pagdating dito sa USA. Tapos hahabulin mo yun, mag-overtime ka just to pay for your monthly bills. Huwag ganun. Try to be frugal pagdating dito. So, yun lang naman ang gusto kong i-share sa inyo when it comes to salary. Sa lahat ng nagtatanong sa akin kung sapat ba yung salary offer or hindi. it's good that you're asking those question. Okay, alam ko na ganyan din naman ako nung magsa-sign pa lang ako ng kontrata. Talagang wala akong kaalam-alam kung saan. Ngayon nga, napakadami na nga time data. So, nag-message din ako sa isang kabaro nating nurse na nakita ko din sa Lifora. Sabi ko, sir, sapat na ba ka to? Sa sapat na ba to dyan? Kasi nagtatrabaho din siya sa previous na hospital na pinasukan ko dati. Sabi naman niya, kaya naman yan kasi mag-isa ka lang. Pero kapag kunwari si Juan at saka si Juan at si Pedro, parehas sila ng 10 years nursing experience. Of course, yung offer nila about the same range din. Pero si Juan, single. Si Pedro, family of 4. So yung expenses ni Pedro na family of 4, mas malaki ang expenses niya kaysa kay Juan. Pero parehas sila ng salary. So, depende talaga yan sa expenses at kung anong klaseng lifestyle ang pipiliin mo. Okay. Na magkakaroon ng differences. Ang suggestion pa nga dati ng ate ko, give it 3 to 6 months. Check mo muna kung magkano yung income, yung flow talaga ng income mo bago ka bumili ng sasakyan. So, I purchased a car 6 months after I came here. I'm just blessed kasi yung apartment at yung hospital is just walking distance. So, kung may mahanap kayong apartment na walking distance, probably medyo pricey, pero at least hindi ka na mag-Uber, mas maganda. Hindi ka na mapipilitang bumili ng sasakyan. So, yun yung mga options. Check nyo yung location ng facility. I'm gonna link below again. The vlog that I'm talking about I think things you need to know before signing a contract. Yan yung title nung vlog na yun. So please revisit that vlog sa mga subscribers or sa mga nanonood dyan na hindi pa undecided sila kung ano yung mga factors na dapat yung i-consider before ka mag-sign ng contract. Thank you guys for subscribing. I really appreciate you. The things that I'm doing right now is not for me to monetize, but to really give back. And as I'm doing this podcast, I'm doing this vlogs, I'm also learning from you, learning how to edit, learning how to speak. Yun. Thank you guys, and I hope matuloy na yung mga guestings natin. May mga i-guest ako sa mga susunod na vlogs. Thank you guys for watching, and God bless you all. Bye-bye.